song on this old train line. I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like. Ooh, I got a and a yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. Oh, sookie now, get up.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook, and he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. You talk about this Washington defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, here's Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Allen going to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping it air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Flush to his right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
We're scoreless after 1. The Bills win the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Matt Milano, an all-pro last year, in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was. And
he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Austin Eckler. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little little bit of humor. Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
To throw on second down, Daniels steps away to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They give him a gain of 37.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Looking to throw. Daniels flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes
touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Ed Oliver. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower.
Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And how about that for just running out the clock? As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Throwing on first down is Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. The final shot before break. Daniels rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. That one downfield for Dotson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Daniels. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second down, Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Daniels. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it is 28-0.
The score, Commanders 28, Bills 0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
56. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Allen. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal, Buffalo.
They'll run with Cook. 5 yards, a good run there. Now 2nd and goal. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 5.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Bobby Wagner multiple times in All-Pro in there to drop him for a loss. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. And now here is another interception. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Daniels. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, break.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a three-possession fourth-quarter lead. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be taking it right down Broadway. Now he's free at the 35. Valdez-Scantling. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score. Commanders 48, Bills 14. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the ground, It's Tucker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The kick by McManus is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Allen now on 1st down. And this is Cook with the ground. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st down, Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it.
Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 43 yards. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! James Cook. 55 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Run it back. Yeah. Run it back. 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 Run it run it run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that.